Are you feeling lost in life and searching for a way to rediscover your true self? In this video, we will delve into the principles of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that offers practical wisdom for navigating life's challenges and finding inner peace. 1. Take care of things yourself. Stoicism stresses how important it is to depend on yourself and take responsibility for your actions. Doing things by yourself is the first thing you need to do to find yourself again. This is not a call to cut yourself off from other people or refuse help when you need it. There's an opportunity to become more independent, boost your self-esteem, and learn more about what you can and can't do. Taking charge of your life and learning more about yourself are both things that happen when you do things by yourself. You learn things about yourself that you didn't know before. There are skills you can use and weaknesses you can work on that you learn about. This knowledge of yourself is very helpful on your path to self-discovery and personal growth. That's what the Stoics thought. The only thing we can completely control is ourselves. So it's important to keep your attention on what you can change. Your actions, your thoughts, and how you react to the world around you. Do things by yourself to start taking charge. It could be as easy as fixing things around the house or making your own meals, or it could be as hard as starting your own business or looking for a new job. Being creative and coming up with new ideas grows when you do things by yourself. You have to think outside the box, come up with new ideas, and try new things when you don't depend on other people to solve your problems or meet your needs. This can help you make big changes in your life and feel more fulfilled. Your self-esteem and confidence can go up when you do things by yourself. Getting something done or getting past a problem on your own makes you feel proud and like you've accomplished something. This can help you have more faith in your own skills and confidence that you can handle anything life throws at you. You shouldn't be afraid to ask for help or accept support from other people just because you like to do things on your own. The Stoics did not support being very independent or individualistic. They knew how important it was to work together and be a part of a community. Even though you should try to do things on your own, don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. One of the best things you can do is things by yourself. It lets you find out what you're capable of, push yourself to your limits, and become more independent, more self-confidence, and a better knowledge of who you are come from it. 2. Remember that you can be, have, and do anything you want. The idea that we have the power to change our lives is one of the most empowering ideas in Stoicism. It was known to the Stoics that our thoughts, beliefs, and deeds shape our lives. Remember that you can be, have, and do anything you want if you want to find yourself again. It doesn't mean you should ignore the facts of life or the rules of nature, though. That doesn't mean you can flap your arms and fly or wish yourself to live forever. In the world of possibility, you have the power to make your life what you want it to be. You have to believe in yourself before you can use your power. You need to really believe in your skills, your ability, and your worth. Remember that the Stoics thought people could think of great things. Don't hold yourself back with fear and doubt. Don't give up on your dreams. Believe in yourself. You need to know what you want in order to use your power well. So take some time to make goals that are clear. What would you like to be? What would you like? What would you like to do? Your goals will be easier to reach if you are clear about what they are. Goals and faith are important, but they're not enough. You have to do something to really use your power. People who followed the Stoics thought it was important to act, to take charge of our lives, and make things happen. Don't just wait for things to happen. Instead, you should step up and make things happen. Finding out more about yourself isn't always easy. You will have problems, delays, and fail. But understand that these problems don't mean you can't do something, but instead, they're chances to learn and grow. Don't let problems stop you then. Instead, use them to help you get to where you want to be. Life only stays the same. It changes. Changes and growth will happen to you as you try to find yourself again. Accept this change. Take it as a sign that you are making progress. Remember that the Stoics thought it was important to be flexible and go with the flow of life instead of fighting it. Don't fight change then. Instead, accept it, and make the most of it. There are bumps along the way as you try to find yourself. There are highs and lows along the way. To make it through this trip, you need to build up your resilience. You need to learn how to get back up after a failure, keep going even when things get hard, and be strong when bad things happen. Don't forget that the Stoics believed in the strength of resilience, that the human spirit could get through anything. Do not give up when things go wrong. Instead, use them to make yourself stronger. Last but not least, be thankful as you try to find yourself again. Thank God for the progress you've made, the lessons you've learned, and the person you're turning into. Remember that the Stoics thought that being thankful and enjoying the present moment was more powerful than always wanting more. Don't forget about your trip then. Instead, be thankful for each step you take. In your quest to learn more about yourself, it can help to remember that you have the power to be, have, and do anything you want. It's a sign of what you can do and how valuable you are. 3. Get back in touch with your roots. Getting in touch with your roots is a deep and life-changing part of the self-discovery process. It means going back to your childhood, learning about your ancestry, and remembering the events that made you the person you are now. You can learn a lot about your roots from your family background. It tells where you came from, what your ancestors went through, and the things they found important. You can learn more about who you are and the traits that have been passed down to you by researching your family background. First, talk to your family about the history of your family. Talk to them about your relatives, their customs, and how they lived. You can also use websites like Ancestry.com and History Archives to find your family tree and learn interesting things about your past. Another important part of your background is your childhood. Before social norms and expectations affected your thoughts and actions, that's when you were closest to your true self. You can get back in touch with the innocence, curiosity, and imagination that made you who you were as a child by thinking about your childhood. Take some time to think about the good times you had as a child. Remember the games you played, the books you read, and the dreams you had. Feel free to remember the good times, the hard times, and the lessons you learned. You can also go back to your childhood home, school, or favorite hangouts to remember the good times and get in touch with your roots. Your culture is a big part of who you are. It shapes how you see the world, how you act, and how you connect with other people in your community through customs. You can get in touch with your roots and feel like you fit by embracing your culture. Find out more about the history, traditions, and values of your society to begin. Go to cultural events, fairs, and workshops to learn more about the unique ways your culture expresses itself. You can also connect with people from the same culture as you to share stories, ideas, and build a group of people who can help each other. Your beliefs are the rules that you follow when making choices and acting. They come from your upbringing, your experiences, and your values. By thinking about your beliefs, you can get a better sense of what's important to you and make sure your actions are in line with who you really are. Take some time to think about what you believe in and respect most. You should write them down and think about why they're important to you. Think about how you can use these values to guide your actions and choices every day. Being grateful is a strong habit that can help you connect with your roots and value the path that led you to where you are now. You can find happiness and satisfaction in your life by focusing on the good things inside it. Make a daily list of the things you're thankful for. They can be as easy as a warm meal or as deep as a family that loves you. Think about how these things have changed your life and why they are important to you. You can also show appreciation for other people by telling them you appreciate their help and support. 4. Think about who you are right now. Coming to know yourself isn't a straight line. It's a process of constant reflection and growth. We grow, change, and adapt as we go through life. Because of this, it's important to often think about who we are now. This isn't just about getting to know the person we are now. It's also about recognizing our growth and finding ways to get better. The Stoics thought that thinking about yourself could help you. They knew that we could learn more about ourselves by looking at our feelings, thoughts, and behaviors. Your thoughts create the world you live in. They have an effect on how you see and respond to the world. So, looking at your thoughts is the first thing you should do when you want to think about who you are now. Remember that the Stoics thought that we are in charge of our thoughts. You can change your thoughts if you realize they are not helping you. Your feelings show what's going on inside you. They tell you important things about your wants, needs, and fears. So, the next thing you should do as you think about who you are now is to look at your feelings. What you do shows what kind of person you are. They show what you value, what you're committed to, and what your goals are. This means that judging your deeds is the last thing you should do when you think about who you are now. It's important to accept your change as you think about who you are now. Think about how far you've come, the problems you've solved, and the lessons you've learned. 5. Spend some time on yourself. Spending time on yourself is an important part of both Stoicism and finding out more about yourself. It means putting your own health and well-being first and taking care of your mind, body, and spirit. Doing things that make you move are good for both your body and your mind. It can help you feel better, less stressed, and more confident in yourself. So make time to work out. Do something active like run, go to the gym or dance class. Pick something you enjoy doing and make it a regular part of your day. Something you eat can really change your mental and physical health. So set aside time to eat well. Eat a lot of fruits and veggies and stay away from processed foods. Fix your own meals. Remember that taking care of your body shows that you respect yourself. What you love is a part of who you are. They give you happiness, satisfaction, and a reason to live. So make time for the things you love. It doesn't matter what makes you happy. Paint, write, play music, or go hiking. When you learn something new, it keeps your mind sharp and gives you new options. So, set aside time to learn. Read books, take classes, and go to camps. Find out more about things that interest you, even if they're not useful. A big part of Stoicism is thinking about things. Because of this, you can learn from your mistakes and make better choices in the future. So, take some time to think. Write down your feelings and thoughts in a journal. Talk to a friend or doctor you trust, or just think about your day before bed. We all mess up and fail sometimes. You have to do it to be human. But instead of being mean to yourself, be kind to yourself. Say sorry for what you did wrong. Learn from it and move on. Don't forget that you deserve love and care, especially from yourself. Setting limits is a way to show respect for yourself. You need to protect your time, energy, and health. So set limits on time. You should learn to say no, be clear about what you need, and not be afraid to put yourself first. Don't be afraid to get professional help if you're having mental health problems. You can get the tools and help you need to deal with your problems and live a happy life through therapy. 6. Change things. Making a change is the last thing you need to do to find yourself again. To do this, you need to know who you are and then take steps to become the best version of yourself. The Stoics thought that people should always be growing and improving themselves. This is an important part of the process of finding out more about yourself. It can be scary to make changes. It means getting out of your comfort zone, facing your fears, and risking things. But keep in mind that the Stoics were not afraid of a task. They saw these problems as chances to grow instead. You have to be ready to make changes if you want to find yourself again. First, make a list of the things you want to change in your life. You may want to get healthier, be happy, or do better in life. You might want to grow as a person, improve your relationships, or get ahead in your job. No matter what you want to change, be clear about it. Next, make sure your goals are clear and attainable once you know what you want to change. The Stoics thought that setting goals was important. They knew that the first step to making your goals come true is to have a clear picture of what you want to achieve. So make goals that are hard but not impossible to reach. Make a plan for what to do and break them down into smaller steps. Remember that changing things doesn't happen just once. The process never ends. It takes determination, self-control, and toughness. You will run into problems and setbacks along the way, but don't let them stop you. Instead, see them as chances to get better and learn. The Stoics also thought that habits could be very powerful. They knew that the things we do every day shape who we are and how we live. So if you want to change, you need to work on making good habits. Start out small. Pick one habit you want to work on and do nothing but that for 30 days. When you're done with that one, move on to the next one. Asking for comments is another important part of making a change. The Stoics thought that knowledge and wisdom were important, and they knew that getting feedback was a good way to learn. Don't be afraid to ask other people for comments. Take their wisdom into account. Listen to what they have to say, and use it to make yourself better. A big part of finding yourself again is making a change. You can become the best form of yourself and make the world a better place by doing this. So be brave, take chances, and enjoy the process of getting to know yourself. Don't forget that you have the power to change. You can use it to make your life meaningful, useful, and satisfying. It takes time and effort to find yourself again. Making a change in the world, living in the present, taking care of yourself, and getting in touch with your true self are all important parts of it. And as you start this trip, think about how smart the Stoics were. Don't forget that you can do it, that you are strong, and that you deserve it. Now, go find yourself again.